So should coaches be fired mid-season, late season? What do we think?
I feel like as an NBA coach, going into it, you're probably going to get fired, which is unfortunate. But unless you're Spo or unless you're Steve Kerr, unless you're Pop, you're going to get fired at some point, and that's just the way it goes.
No, but the ones that's been happening as late, I feel they've been like ridiculous in a sense, right? Because the Mike Malone one, right? That's the latest one. To me, I feel that was fucking ridiculous.
My coach of the year?
Yeah, your coach of the year. I feel it was ridiculous because it was more personal than actual, okay, their team is sinking, right? The man just got you a championship.
Less than 2 years ago.
Yeah. So you're going to tell me a person that was an aspect of your relevance, right? That's who you get rid of because of a minor tank. When they fired him, he was in like what? I think they won like 2 out of like 7 games.
Yeah.
And it's right before they're in the playoffs. They're in the top 4 seeds.
Yeah.
He was arguing with the GM and they just got rid of both of them. That's like both your kids arguing and
right.
Nah, I don't care who started it. You're both done.
That's ridiculous to me, son.
Was that the Bradley Beal situation?
That was Bud.
No,
that was Bud.
Yeah.
Bud.
Oh, yeah, we can segue to that.
No, that deserves a get out of here. I'm sorry. like that deserves to get out of here.
That roster was messed up from the beginning,
roster was fucked up. The GM should be fired too. Like that situation.
James Jones, though, they were good when James Jones was there.
Right.
James Jones was doing good with them. And then, I don't know, Bud came in. But the roster, like when you have 3 players, and I said this 2 years ago, I said this in Vegas on a show, like you can't have 3 players that are ISO scorers like Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so Devin Booker. But I would say, we could segue to this, like Bud telling Bradley Beal you need to play like Drew Holiday.
That was ridiculous.
It shows low EQ.
Yeah.
Like, where's your emotional intelligence?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like, if Drew Holiday was actually there, they would be better. But this guy averaged 30 points in the best league in the world.
Yeah.
He led that league in scoring. And you're going to tell him play like somebody else?
Yeah.
Right.
How do you think he's going to react?
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel, as Nikki had told me off wax, Bud was spoiled. Like, come on, son. He won a championship with J. Rue. So coaches, they go off of muscle memory, right? I mean, y'all would know more than me. Because y'all, professional ball players and stuff like that. So most coaches, they go for muscle memory. So if they had a player, a certain prototype or archetype of a player that was defensive heavy, or they were really truly all around, that's what the coach is going to stay on, unfortunately. But in Bud's case, it's like, Bud, you're bugging.
How would you feel, Nikki? And we could also talk about you coaching somebody telling you like to play like an exact other player and say the person's name.
Yeah, it's offensive. That's what it is. It's like you say the person's name. You could have explained that
100%.
Without even mentioning anyone. You
100%.
could say, hey, I need you to be a role player. I need you to do the little things.
Yeah.
We have these people who are already in play to score for us. Or we have these, I need you to step to the defense. You could have said anything.
Right.
I mean, to still encourage them.
It's a random name, but like Nikki Avery, play like Rebecca Smith.
Yeah, it's like.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
what?
SMD.
Do you know who I am? I'm Nikki Avery. You know who I am?
SMD, the D that I don't have.
No, I can't imagine
I'm
you
sorry.
saying. I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
know,
Real
I
talk.
wouldn't say that.
Oh, don't side.
But
Can't
in my
imagine saying
mind.
something. Right. Can't imagine saying SMD.
Have you ever had a coach tell you that? Like,
No,
like this person?
no, never.
Yeah. See, like I see where Bud is coming from in terms
he has
of
a point,
the
but-
type of player he needs on the team, like a connective piece, a guy that plays defense.
Yeah.
But to name another basketball player is
It's
totally
insane.
disrespectful.
So,
It's insane.
And
so
then I
is
don't
it,
even think they're on the same caliber. I mean, Drew Holiday is great. He's awesome. He's a champion and everything. He's a defensive heckler and everything. He does his thing. But, I mean, Bill is a scorer. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a different
Led the league in
tenacity
scoring,
for the game.
sure.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Remo?
I was gonna say, is it more name over matter?
Yeah. Why are you saying somebody else's name?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like
Should have said
randomly,
somebody else's
like
name.
you should play like this guy.
Mm.
Like you could talk about the attributes that you need as a player, but those two players are
Agreed.
just from a totally different fabric, and I don't
what I
think
mean.
Bradley Beal is turning into any player like Drew Holiday anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell no.
I mean, if Drew Holiday was actually there, yes, they'd be better. But to tell a player like play like Drew Holiday is crazy. That tells me that Bud didn't play basketball. Did Bud play basketball?
I don't know.
I don't think so by saying that.
Yeah, that was
I don't
wild.
think so.
Yeah,
But-
not Drew Holiday. I mean, he could have been someone else that was more similar to
Right.
what Bradley Beal does. I mean,
Yeah, but shouts to Bud, he's getting M's for like doing nothing. Like I think he's getting paid.
That is amazing.
Wait. What is he getting? Like 80 M's?
So who's worse, Paul George or him getting M's for nothing? Ooh. Shots fired.
wow.
I think Paul George. I don't know, man. Paul George, I told you he's a Hall of Famer. He's Gen Z's GOAT. I mean, I think he loves basketball. I think Bud's worse, man. At least he's hooping, man. Gen Z's GOAT is crazy. I don't know. That's what they say. He's the GOAT.
Oh, man. Compo, I swear.
He's Gen Z's GOAT.
True.
Yeah.